If you spot somebody on the camera, you can activate the 120 decibel siren just by pressing a button. In this video, we'll take a look at a high quality 2K camera that doubles as a security system. This is the Lindo Intelligent Battery Spotlight Camera. Big shout outs to Lindo for sponsoring this video. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's take a closer look at the actual camera. So right up front, you'll notice this large 2K sensor. This is going to provide live high resolution 2K video. You also notice this LED array surrounding the lens. That's that 600 lumen spotlight that's not only going to light up your path of the area where you have this, but it's also going to allow for full color video even at night, which is really cool. You've also got various sensors here. This does have motion detection up to 30 feet, which we'll test out a little bit later. On the bottom here, you'll notice a charge port. You can charge this from 0 to 100% in just 3 hours. It lasts an entire year. And then you've got your power button on the bottom. There is a speaker here with microphones in the front there for two-way communication. And on the back here, this is where you'll mount the camera. Let's go ahead and get this connected to the application. You can grab the included application from the App Store. Go ahead and register an account. Open up the application and sign in. Click Add Device. We're going to be adding this Intelligent Battery Spotlight Camera 2K. We're going to power this up. All right, so we've heard the beep. And we have the alternating red and blue light. Okay, it already found the camera, so we'll go ahead and select that. Okay, this only supports 2.4 gigahertz. So if your router doesn't already split 2.4 from 5 and 6 gigahertz, you may need to do that in your router settings. Mine is smart enough to get that split automatically. So I'm gonna go ahead and log into my Wi-Fi. Just like that, we are connected. You can go ahead and grab the live feed. And there we are. This camera was a breeze to set up. It actually has a quick connect plate that only needs 2 screws. You can screw this into your soffit and then you just line up the mount and slide it in place and you're good to go. Of course, you can adjust the angle of the camera to get the perfect view of your property. One of the main standout features of this camera is the fact that it doubles as a security system. This monitors the area and notifies you of any motion that takes place. You have the option to enable a siren within the live view of the application. And this is pretty loud. It gets up to 120 decibels, which is a great deterrent for any would-be intruders. And of course, if you're looking at security cameras, the number one thing that you should consider is the video quality. And here you've got a 2K video camera. So the 2K resolution is definitely a big major plus because you're going to be able to zoom in and crop in on the image to get detail from things that are further away from the camera. So if someone drives up and you need to zoom in on their license plate, even if they're 30 or more feet away, you'll be able to zoom in or crop in on the image and get the detail that you need. Video quality on this camera was great, whether it was daytime or nighttime. Obviously, you can see here how good it is during the day. When it gets dark outside, you do have a few different options. You can use the built-in spotlight. This lights up the area and gives you a full color image even at night, which looks really good. Speaking of the spotlight puts out 600 lumens, which is triple the amount of lumens that most security cameras in this price range put out. We'll do a quick spotlight test. So here it is off and here it is on, so you guys can see gives a pretty good amount of lighting in your area. This can definitely double as a light for your pathway, your driveway, or if you have a sidewalk or somewhere where you need some light, this spotlight is going to provide enough light to kind of light up your path so that you can easily get from your vehicle to your door. You do have some customization options with the spotlight inside the application. You can change the temperature of the light, so if you want it to be cooler or more white, you can set that, or if you want it to be warmer or have more of a yellow tone, you can set that, and you can choose the custom brightness. You can have either all the way up to 600 lumens, or if you need it to be a little less bright, you can change that as well. Where this camera really stands out is in the battery life. So this has a low consumption battery of 10,400 milliamp hours, which is double the capacity of most cameras in this price range. And the camera itself can last up to 365 days on a single charge. I really put the camera through its paces for a good 24 to 48 hours and it only lost 1% of battery. For me, that's pretty substantial battery life. Of course, with that, mileage may vary, but in theory, you're able to get up to 365 days of use out of a single charge. With the included PD fast charging, you can charge the battery on this camera from 0 to 100% in just about 3 hours, which means you no longer have to go grab the camera and charge overnight. You can actually charge during the day while you are on premises. This camera features powerful motion detection and can detect motion up to 30 feet away. I did test this feature. This does have human detection all the way up to 30 feet. We're about 30 feet away from the camera, which is right there on the eave. And I just got my notification that a human was detected. If we go to the events, you'll see here I am being detected at 30 feet away. So you do have motion detection up to 30 feet away, which is definitely a plus. With artificial intelligence, this camera is smart enough to know the difference between a tree branch blowing in the wind and human motion. This can even determine if motion is coming from a pet or a vehicle. This is super beneficial because it helps to eliminate false positives. You'll only be notified when a human is present if you turn on that setting in the motion settings. This means your phone won't be inundated with unnecessary notifications throughout the day. Of course, this camera can be used indoors, but it is a great camera for outdoor use because it is IP67 water and weather proof, and you can put this pretty much anywhere. You don't have to worry about the weather, the rain, or snow damaging your camera. So that's definitely a great feature. Let's take a quick look at the application. So you do have your live feed here. If we go into the live feed, that's going to launch what the camera is seeing in real time. You have some options here. You can activate the siren. You can turn on and off the spotlight. This gives you information about the battery percentage left on the camera. You can enlarge your view there. You can turn on and off the sound. You can hold here to speak, and then you can record and take a screenshot of the image. In the settings, you can change your motion detection settings here. You have detection types, so you can do all detection or human detection only. I go with human detection only just so I don't get inundated with false positives. You can set the sensitivity. You can also set up an activity zone. And in beta currently, you have AI features like pet detection and vehicle detection that you can turn on there. If you go into your video settings, this is where you can change your night vision settings. So you can go full color if you want the spotlight enabled, and night vision off is also an option there. You can set up a privacy zone, and you can change your notification settings. If you're looking for a high quality camera with a powerful spotlight and 2K resolution with smart features like AI motion tracking, the intelligent battery spotlight camera is definitely a great fit. I'll be sure to include links in the description of where you can find out more information about this camera and of course pick one up for yourself. That about wraps it up for this video. Thanks guys for watching. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next one.